Today's video is on why used books. So you're planning on starting your own book listing business, or maybe you found an Amazon seller to work with and you're going to work as an employee, but you're wondering, is selling used books, is being an online reseller of books a viable business model? I mean, we live in a time where people are digesting a lot of digital material. I mean, you've probably, and I'm sure you know many people who read books on their Kindle, on their tablet, on their computer, on their smartphone. And so the question if you're asking that question, do print books still have value? I think that's a viable question. And so in this very short video, I'm going to explain to you why selling books in 2016, 2017 is a good model, and why you should be really excited about getting into the book listing industry. So the question, do people still buy print books? And the answer is yes. In fact, print book sales are up again in 2015. Unit sales of print book rose 2.8% in 2015 over the previous year, followed by a 2.4% increase in 2014. So we're seeing a trend. We're seeing a trend of physical books actually going up. More sales are occurring instead of going the other direction, which I think a lot of people assume is happening. According to Publishers Weekly, it says that both major adult categories, fiction and nonfiction, posted increases this year. So we primarily find the most value, I think, the most resale opportunity in nonfiction books. So we're thinking like on nonfiction topics. That can be like textbooks or other supplemental books that people read at the colleges and universities. It could be on business, it could be on religion, it could be on health, it could be on family. But we are seeing, and those are the books, the types of books that most like book selling businesses have as kind of the cornerstone of their business. Those are the books that they source and sell the most. And so the numbers are saying that adult nonfiction had the larger gain of the two main categories at 6.6% increase in sales. Adult fiction, though, too, we're seeing increases in that as well, 2.1%, and that's in 2015. But I think this is the most interesting data point. For the first time since 2010, when ebooks began to erode away a significant portion of the market share for books, the unit sales of adult fiction has risen year over year. So this is the first time since 2010 we've seen a 2-year trend of increases in the sale of print books, which is pretty incredible. And there could be a variety of reasons for this. I know for me personally, I like to read a physical book. I like to be able to mark up the pages. If I dog ear some pages or flag some pages, I'm able to come back later and reference those quotes or the statistics or whatever that I highlighted. And I just find that it's much harder to do that with a book that's in digital format. And I just think that with the systems as the way they're set up right now, it's kind of cumbersome. And so I know a lot of the people that resonates with them, maybe they tried ebooks for a while and they realize they're just not as accessible in that regard as like a reference book that you have on the shelf. Now, I know there's still a big segment of the population that loves the digital. They love to be able to carry around their entire bookcase on their smartphone, for instance. But I still think there are a growing segment of people that like that physical book, and we're seeing that in the data. So what about Amazon? So Amazon sells over 100 million books per year to the tune of $7.96 billion in yearly revenue. $7.96 billion is an incredible number. Just to give you some perspective, Amazon's next closest competitor is Barnes & Noble, and they did about $4.36 billion in 2015. Amazon right now is known as the everything store. I mean, you buy anything off Amazon, everything from groceries to clothing and jewelry to, you name it. I mean, basically Amazon's MO is they want to have one of everything. But they're still known as the bookstore as well. I think with 36 plus million active book listings and more that are unactive. Literally, if you're looking for a book, there's a very, very high likelihood that you'll find that book for sale on Amazon. So this is an opportunity that I'm really passionate about. I think that this is an opportunity that you should take advantage of. So as a book lister specifically, you are able to fill an invaluable role in a book selling business. And as I talk about in another video, a video that's coming, there's kind of 3 roles to play in a business. There's somebody who goes out and buys the books, who evaluates them on site, determines which books have good resale potential, and then buys them. That's the book sourcer, because they're going to these sources of inventory and they're going through and they're sourcing books. So we call that person the book sourcer. There's another person called the book lister. That'd be you, who handles all the logistics. So you bring the books in and then you prepare them for sale and then you send them off to Amazon to be sold. We'll talk about that step in a few moments here too. And then finally, there's the Amazon seller themselves. It's the individual or the business that is kind of doing all the administrative work, that is usually providing the upfront capital, that is handling all the account work stuff. I mean, it's a very difficult, complicated job to manage an Amazon selling account. There's so many different plates you need to be spinning. But all three of those positions are very vital to the successful operation of a book selling business. And the book lister's role is very important. So in partnership with the Amazon seller and the book sourcer, you're able to meet the demands of the market while being able to make some great money working from home. So not only does Amazon kind of dominate the book selling market, I mean, they're single-handedly like putting some of these big book selling businesses out of company because they've revolutionized the way that people are able to purchase books. I mean, one of the ways they're able to do that is with their incredible logistics system. I mean, they offer free 2-day shipping for Prime members, or if you spend a certain amount of money, you get free 2-day shipping. It's a world-class customer service. They have fulfillment centers all over the United States, which just means that people are able to get their products, their books a lot faster. 40 million subscribers, Prime subscribers. And as a bookseller, the way that we're setting up our business and the way that your Amazon seller is probably operating their business means that we are able to get access to this exclusive clientele. They want their books fast, and we're able to provide it for them. And then finally, they're just disrupting the marketplace in incredible ways. They're giving us little guys, us third-party sellers, just the tools to be able to have incredible speed when shipping product to our customers. So with Amazon FBA, us third-party merchants, the small online selling businesses that make up like 60% of the revenue that Amazon brings in, we're able to tap into Amazon's amazing logistical system. So what FBA stands for is Fulfillment by Amazon. MF stands for Merchant Fulfilled. So traditionally, if you were to want to sell something online, you'd list it for sale. If somebody bought it, you'd put it in a box or in a bag and you'd ship it off directly to the customer. And you do that with every single order. So you are selling it and you're fulfilling it. You're the merchant and you're fulfilling it. So you'd be MFing those items, some would say. With FBA, what you're electing to do is have Amazon fulfill those individual orders to the individual customers. So instead of you sending out one here and one there to customers all over the country and the world, you pack up your books in bulk in big, heavy 35 to 50 pound boxes, and then you ship them off to Amazon's warehouse. They shelve them, and then they ship them off to the customer. And the reason why you take that an extra step is because then you're able to give your customers the guarantee that they will get their book within 2 days because Amazon's got it. They got it under control. And that just puts us booksellers at an even better advantage over our competition. The other reason why getting into the book listing business is a huge opportunity for you is technology has never been better. Like computer software, not only is it easy to use, it's affordable. I'm going to get into kind of the breakdown of how much the book selling business and equipment and subscriptions is going to cost you, but it's very affordable. With ScanLister, which is the program that we recommend purchasing, you can list up to 100 books per hour. And then once you get past listing the books and you go on to Amazon to finalize your shipments, Amazon makes it very user-friendly and very easy. So never in the history of the world has it been easier to list books, so to take those books and get them up for sale on Amazon than it has been right now. In fact, the ScanLister program itself, I don't even think is over a year and a half old. So we are kind of at the forefront of this amazing opportunity. So the cost of starting a book business is relatively cheap. And if you look at the list up here, there's going to be another video about gathering supplies and purchasing subscription services and equipment and all that stuff. But here's the breakdown. ScanLister is $15 a month. You got a barcode scanner. You got some supplies in there. So the total initial investment to start a book listing business is under $200. I mean, that's incredible. And although there's no guarantees ever, I'm confident that with a $162 investment, you're going to be able to recoup that investment really quick. Most businesses take a few years to get out of the red. That is not the case with listing books on Amazon. So in conclusion, online book selling is a multi-billion-dollar market, and it's not going anywhere. In fact, it's only getting better. It's increasing in sales and popularity. Print books are not dead. Don't be confused by this digital age we live in. There's still a giant segment of the population that prefers physical or print books over the digital versions. And it's resurging. So it's going back up. We're seeing it trend in the right direction. Again, Amazon gives us access to world-class logistics, which puts our books that are for sale on the internet in a far better competitive advantage than the others that are for sale. And then finally, the startup costs for being a book lister on Amazon are minimal. Like literally, you're able to re-earn the money that you invested initially into this business really quickly, especially if you're paired up with the right Amazon seller. So hopefully this video has been able to help you kind of understand and get really excited about selling print books on Amazon. I just encourage you to keep going through the videos in this course, getting equipped so that you can get out there, you can start listing books, and you can start making some fantastic money. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.